Welcome back. It's another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here. As we are taking on the UAB Blazers in a top 25 matchup here. In conference, we are at 9-0 here in year 4. They are at 8-1. Let's take a look and see how we've gotten here. So we're coming off of a 3-touchdown victory over Temple. Largely a pretty clean game. Did struggle with them some in that second quarter, but we were able to pick off Adams a couple of times. Celestia Chan threw a couple of interceptions that were not great. Got the run game going a little bit late, but definitely found the big explosive plays of TREY. BUENO, as usual, an 80-yarder being the big one. Browning had a very solid game with 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns actually, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. But yeah, we're taking on UAB. They are at 8-1. Their only loss actually came last week to Utah at home. A Utah team that is at just 3-7. Sure, they're still a pretty solid team though. Yeah, I mean, basically the same overall as UAB. But if you take a look there at the top, this is the second best team in the conference purely from a talent perspective. Really were on a good stretch. Had a close win here against Temple. Close win over Jacksonville State. But, really was getting away with a couple of, double-digit wins here pretty much throughout the entire season. Now, they haven't played a gauntlet by any stretch of the imagination. Pretty similar to us that we do have the Texas Tech win. But yeah, the game is going to be in New Orleans. Let's take a look at this UAB roster and where I think maybe their weaknesses do lie and what their strengths are. One of their strengths is a very good quarterback here in Kirk Francis, 86 base, 88 with the boost. Field general, not overly quick, so that's at least a positive. And not an overly strong arm, but it's very accurate. Only real negative he has there at all is throwing on the run and his deep accuracy. But still a very, very talented guy. 30 touchdowns against 4 interceptions, so doing a much better job this year with his completion percentage and not turning the ball over. He has been massively improved from where he was last year. Running room is solid, not explosive here at the top. Jason Shaw does have some explosiveness to him, but he does not have the change of directions that Jowers and Sally do here. Wide receiver, they're going to be without Corey Milliner, as he is out for this game with a partial MCL tear. Then he should be back for them next week. Pretty good wide receiver room, though. Still have Iverson Hook, still have Cam Shanks. Kyson Anderson's a solid guy. Kowal is okay, small and not very fast, though. So he plays. You're not really overly worried about him really being a game changer. But the main trio we see, I think, is solid. The tight ends are pretty good. Offensive line is definitely a strength for them. It is good all the way across the board. The defensive line, they're without Antavius Elder. He is out with a fractured elbow. His season is over. Pretty solid group here, though, all around along the defensive front. Again, think we're going to have some problems trying to run the football. Linebacker group, really talented. Got a super fast player here in Tylen McNichols, 92 speed there for the senior outside linebacker, but really good all across that. Cornerback room, talented, but not very fast at all. Do got some good change direction guys here in Smoot and Word. But the top end speed is definitely not there for the main guys. Do got a guy here in Ty Welch, but not expecting him to play today. And pretty solid in zone coverage, but nothing crazy. Their press is not crazy. So Trey BUENO, Kai Preen, these guys can make some explosive plays here against these cornerbacks, I feel like. And the safeties are pretty solid. Nothing crazy, though. So I feel good about what I think we're going to be able to do throwing the football on them. Let me actually just double check this while I have you guys here. They were going to be able to throw the ball on them. I do think we're probably going to give up some pressure. I doubt that we're going to run the ball particularly well, but we'll see what we can potentially do with that. Yeah, just let me see. Just so I don't forget, he's a blocking tight end. I don't know what his speed is. At least give him a scholarship. Probably not going to use all my recruiting points. We're pretty much done with the board. We're just trying to maneuver in a tight end. But yeah, I mean, this is a big one, obviously. You feel really good about where this team is at. If we get to 10-0, with the schedule that we're playing. Hopefully, and making a shot at the playoffs, trying to get back. Obviously, year 3 was definitely a major struggle. Being a 6-7 season, we've really rebounded well, but some of it, I wouldn't say has been completely luck. I think we've outplayed pretty much every team that we've played, but it's gotten away against some good opponents and put ourselves in a really good situation. We let our younger guys develop from last year. Hopefully the Green Wave can have that continue here as Eberle is going to receive the kickoff as Tulane will start off with the ball. Get it up to the 22, and that is where Celeste Chin in this offense will take over. 26 touchdowns against 9 interceptions, much improved from where we were last year with him at the same time as far as turning the football over. Still having the struggles of not consistently running the football. That is something that has not changed. And Tulane comes out with 3 wide receivers here to get things going in the pistol, and it's going to be a handoff to Browning. And again, it is just a gain of 1 to start things off. That is definitely one thing that I wish we could get changed and try to figure out is just how to get this run game going more consistently. Chin takes the snap. Going to quickly get this over to Bueno, who catches it, gets the first down. Of course, the most electric wide receiver in all of college football, TREY Bueno is just a monster. He's been such a huge player for us this year. 4 wide receivers. Chin calls an audible, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Browning. Got a nice cut, nice blocking, good hole. Able to get in there, and he gets the first down. Always good anytime you can get the run game going early. Will take a lot of pressure off of us. We have not run the ball well for, essentially 20 games now. It's not really what we do as our biggest strength. Browning catches that screen, gets up the field for a gain of 6. He's going to get utilized a lot, of course. Now Celeste Chin goes 5 wide here. Takes the snap. I'm going to try to get this to Eberle, and he does catch it and gets the first down. Now go 3 wide receivers, Browning and Finnerty in the backfield. Browning goes out, and they're going to hand this one off instead to Finnerty. It's a decent run there. Got himself caught up on his own blockers. Does get a gain of 4 out of it though. Finnerty, of course, was kind of a revelation for this offense as a freshman. Really helped get the run game going in the second half of the year, and that has not been the story with him this year, averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Browning there gets another carry, sets up a 3rd and 3. But yes, it has been a really weird season for this offense. Really started off running the ball well. We were explosive. 4 wide receivers here as Chin takes the snap. Get this underneath to Nicholas, who does catch it, and he gets the first down. Really started off the season running the ball well, found explosive plays. It never just stuck though. Really, no matter what we did, it has been a major hindrance to this offense. We now got 2 wide receivers, got a fullback out there here in the pistol set. It's in Bueno in motion. It's going to be a touch pass up to him. It's able to just outrun the defensive end there, find a hole. Finally got the blocking set up. It's a gain of 9 out of that. Sticking that same formation. Eberle is out there. Maybe Eberle is starting to get some additional looks here. That's probably going to get called back for holding. And it is something that Tulane has really, really struggled with throughout this year. And a lot of last year just holds that really start stalling out drives pretty significantly. 2nd and 9. So at least it's not a 2nd and 19. Where do they go here to try to get some of this yardage back? Chin. Want to drop back, finally dumps it off underneath the Myrtle. Ball ends up being incomplete. Now, let's see. This offense can find a way to get a big 3rd down conversion here. They go 3 wide, Myrtle in line there at tight end. Chin's going to take the snap. He'll end up dumping this underneath the Browning, but he can't keep his feet in bounds and try to get up the field. I'm going to send Helmke out here for a pretty good field goal. Helmke's kick is up, pretty much dead down the middle. Gets it to go through, so Tulane stall out there at the end, but are able to get off to a 3-0 lead here as Tulane team trying to get a big victory today. Trying to get to 10-0. This is the last major super obstacle, at least if you look from a team's record, for this season. If they can get this win, move on to the next stage. Hopefully finish up the season undefeated, get through the conference championship game. Hopefully into the playoffs. Would love to make a run this year. We got UAB though out. It'll be a run and kill go. This ends up getting shaken for no reason there. Ends up missing that as a first down. Tulane has struggled stopping the run consistently this year. Will that change today, or is that something the Blazers are going to be able to take advantage of? It's going to be a quick RPO out. Gets a gain of 4 there on the quick pass to his wide receiver. 2nd and 6. On another audible there. Finally going to drop it off and gets it underneath. It's a first down out of it. The Tulane defense has definitely been inconsistent. The highs have been high though. Go through stretches of really, really strong play. See if they can maybe get some of that strong play here. A bunch pistol set. It's going to be a handoff. A lot of excellent run blocking. The big time carry there. Sally already with 25 yards rushing. Tulane's got to work to try to confuse this quarterback. It's going to be a run. Just really good blocking again. Just poor tackling in open field from Tulane here early on. Flip them here. Sally now on the right side. Or excuse me, the left side. I don't know why I said the right side. Snap. It's going to be a handoff again, trying to take it wide. Nice cutback. Olsen does bring him down there. It's a gain of 3, but there was another just really big hole there for him to run through. It's going to be a pass. Try to set up a screen. Kilgo tries to make a tackle. Another first down here for the Blazers. Their offense is definitely not stalling here. Be a run. He's brought down by Kilgo, but it's a gain of 6. Sally's averaging over 10 yards a carry right now. 2nd and 4. But nowhere to go. Finally finds a man in UAB. Gets a touchdown on their opening drive. Just ran right down the field. Against Tulane, Anderson is the guy that catches the touchdown. Just guys running wide open when they throw it, and huge running lanes when they ran it. So about as bad a start as Tulane could have possibly had there defensively. Tulane, second time they're going to get the ball on offense, they are down. They were not able to get the touchdown themselves offensively. See what they can do here. This second drive, Walter took a pretty big hit there. Finally have Browning a little bit healthier now. 1st and 10. 10 takes the snap. Going to try to set up the screen. It falls incomplete. Browning got hemmed up there. Could not get through that traffic. 10 takes the snap. You're going to try to scramble and loft that to Preem, but it's knocked away. And all of a sudden, it's a 3rd and 10. This offense in a bad spot now. Try to make something happen. And takes the snap. We get that inside to Myrtle, but he breaks a tackle, and that is it. He gets brought down. Tulane's going to have to punt. They're going to have to figure something out on defense. Hopefully they don't get another drive like they just did. Haver punts this one away. Solid punt. Brought down pretty quickly there. 1st and 10. UAB is going to take over on their own 39. Going to be a run. Kilgo and Kumar cannot hit the hole correctly. Ends up being a gain of 7. I don't know what this team is going to do here. It's a read option. Ashley Williams tackles the quarterback down. He does get the first down there. Francis looked very good thus far. Now go 5 linemen. It's going to be a run. Kilgo and Olsen bring him down, but he still falls forward for a gain of 7. Needs somebody along the defensive line to make a play. It's a stretch play. Kumar can't bring him down. They finally stretch it out. Eldrenkamp enough. Looks like somebody on the defensive line may have at least made a play by forcing a hold here of UAB. Going to move it back to a 2nd and 17. Should have maybe just declined that one. They go empty here, though. It is a pass. It's underneath. Breaks the tackle again there of Kilgo in the open field. Sets up a 3rd and 2. I believe that's Iverson in the backfield. It'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Tulane trying to desperately get a defensive stop here on 3rd down. This has not been a great 1st quarter. Had a good opening drive. It stalled out. The 2nd drive was very bad for the offense. UAB went right down the field on their opening drive and have certainly had success here on drive number 2 to start off with. 3rd and 2. It's a run, and Kumar just misses a tackle in the open field, and they are just bulldogging our defenders. I feel like I'm playing Tavares Tobias right now. Francis hurries up. They do throw it here. And just has an opening. Just nobody's making a play right now for this Tulane defense. Kumar ended up leaving his zone there for absolutely no reason. Gonna be a run to the left side, trying to go wide. They do a nice job getting him there. Still a gain of 2 though. Eldrenkamp comes all the way across the field there. Try to make a play. Francis sends his wide receiver in motion. It's going to be a jet pass to him. He cuts back up the middle. UAB, 2 touchdowns here on their first 2 drives, and there has been very, very little success right now for the Tulane defense. Have not shown any ability to stop them at all as of right now. So, where does Tulane... First of all, Tulane's got to find out. They got to get a drive together here. UAB could really be putting one on him. Everly's got some green grass ahead of him. Takes that up to the 32. So what can they do here? 1st and 10. 10 takes the snap. Want to get this underneath the Myrtle. Able to get the first down there. Do love to see that. 1st and 10. Chen takes the snap. We'll try to get this over to Trey Bueno. Bueno catches it. His 3rd grab of the day. Second and 1. Chen sends Browning in motion, takes the snap, going to dump it out quickly to Browning, able to maneuver inside, and Browning is out. Big time play Change of direction is there for Browning if you can get him into the open field. Makes a really nice play there. Chinn has now gone over 3,000 yards passing. First and 10, Chinn takes the snap. I'll try to throw this wide for Bueno. He goes up and gets it and brings it down. That is a touchdown for TREY Bueno. Jumping up and going and grabbing that one. What a play from Bueno. Really, really, really nice play there. Outstanding effort as he goes up and gets that one. If we take a look here, see, Chinn just throws it up. That's Bueno go make a play there on one-on-one. They only had the one single high safety. He is able to bring it in and get the job done. Tulane needed a big drive there. They were able to get one. Helmke's kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-10 game. So, nice response there. 4 plays to get that score. What can Tulane do defensively? Because right now, they are... The most important thing would be making some open field tackles would be really nice. Now they are not really showing the capability of doing that. Francis and company come back out here in the pistol. It's going to be a run, just another huge gaping hole up the middle. They're just not getting off blocks. Kilgo trying to stretch him wide, and he's able to get back inside of Kilgo. They go empty here. I don't know why they do anything other than run the football. How did Kilgo not pick that off? Come on. Come on. Just not making plays. They're just not making plays defensively. Gonna be a play action. He's going to get sacked this time. Robert Lucien, the true freshman outside linebacker, former 5-star, making a big impact play there. I didn't see it. I'm assuming he essentially just came untouched as quick as that was. Yeah, play action, just quickly got around his guy Lucien, making a huge play there. 2nd and 18. They've run for about 18 yards a carry, so I just hand it off here. And they do hand it off, and they get a huge gain. 12 yards. That's up a 3rd and 6. I really don't know why you would do anything other than run the football on every play right now. Tulane cannot stop them. Trying to scramble. He eventually just throws it away, and Tulane thankfully gets off the field and forces a punt, but it took a Lucien sack to help get that done. I don't know they'd ever stopped them without that. And of course, it's an outstanding punt, but it goes out of the back of the end zone. Got lucky there because I thought that was a heck of a punt at first. Ken's going to take the snap. Oh, and Bueno's got too much speed, but they hit him. Somehow that did not turn into an interception because that was, Chinn got hit. They sent the pressure, went right to the safety, and 30 just drops it. 2nd and 10 now. Chinn takes the snap. We're going to try to dump that out to Browning. Ends up being a loss of 8. They are blowing up these screen passes. They just don't have an answer for it right now. Chinn takes the snap. Bueno is open, and the get out of jail free card works again for Tulane. Why would you press him on 3rd and 18? I don't understand it. Pressing him on 3rd and 18 for no reason, not immediately moving that safety over to cover over the top. That's just bad coaching. TREY Bueno bails out this Tulane offense that was getting ready to self-destruct here again. Tulane somehow, not playing well, has the lead, thanks to their Heisman candidate wide receiver. First and 10 now at the 15. Who's going to make a play? It was Lucien on that last drive. It'll be a handoff. Ivory, great open field tackle there. Ends up being just a 1-yard gain. It'll be a run. Able to cut him back up. Look at Tulane making back-to-back good plays against that run game. We'll set up a 3rd and 10. Go 5 wide. He's going to take a sack here again. Cade Olson, all of a sudden, this defensive front for Tulane might finally be getting something going as UAB is having to punt it out of the back of their own end zone. Do get it away. Bueno is going to catch it right at midfield. Going to try to cut it to the outside, but gets tackled. He might have scored if he gets past number 3 there. 1st and 10. They come out in the pistol. It is a run to Browning. Going to be called back for a hold. Brady Rentz. Or that's Rentz. Heinrich. Both of them do that nonstop. So, okay, 1st and 19. Who can make a play? Ken takes the snap. I'm trying to throw this to Bueno, who catches it in motion underneath. Nobody running with him. It's a big first down there, and Trey Bueno just single-handedly dominating this game right now. Ken takes the snap. Gonna dump this underneath the Myrtle. He gets up the field. 2nd and inches is not get the first down there. Creeping up. Ken takes it. Play action. He's gonna try to lob that to Campanero, who goes up and grabs it. The first touchdown of the true freshman's career, and it is a sensational bailout play there for Celessi Chin. Watch Shane Campanero go up and grab this football. Celessi Chin just floats it up, knows it's a one-on-one, hopefully put enough air under it. The big man goes up and grabs it, comes down with it comfortably. Tulane making big plays and getting them from the true freshman. Lucien made a big play. Campanero has now made a big play. It is a 10-point lead for Tulane, who have, at least thus far, with 2.5 minutes left in it, had a really, really nice second quarter. Howard kicks it away to the goal line, where it is caught and brought out up to the 18. UAB likely to have to throw it a little bit more, but they do run it here on 1st down, and a nice play from Ivory, able to get off the block, then the help from Kilgo. Ends up being 3 yards there on that run. They go empty now. Up it off a little quick screen game. It's Maxwell Jordan able to tackle him down. Last play before the 2-minute warning, and it's a reverse, and it is a bad play there as Ashley Williams grabs him in the backfield. Loss of probably 6 or 7 there. Also 6. 2nd and 16 here now, coming out of the 2-minute warning. Green wave up 10. They go empty again. Going to throw that way wide. Heck of a throw and a great catch there. Cam Shanks' 3rd catch of the day. It's up a 3rd and 3. Francis hands on, or do they do throw it? Excuse me, takes the snap. Throws that wide and throws it out of bounds. And all of a sudden, UAB cannot get anything going offensively. 3 straight punts now. Tulane's got a great opportunity here to go up 3 scores here before halftime. Bueno trying to use his speed to get to the outside. Going to try to cut it back in just a little bit. Gets it up to the 39. That's when he is finally brought down. Okay. 1st and 10. They're pressing Bueno there. Chen's going to take the snap, though. We're doing this underneath the Preem. I believe that's his first catch of the day. He gets the first down. They're off and running. Chen takes the snap. Going to get this underneath this time to Muhammad. He is not going to get the first down there. Tulane will take a timeout. Up 10 in a good spot here to add on to it. 2nd and inches. Minute 20 left. Chen's going to take the snap. Going to try to immediately roll out. Got a man open. Preem's able to grab it. Chen kind of had pressure starting to get to him there, but was able to get the pass off. Was not a great pass, but does finally hit Preem. Able to make the grab and make the play. Chen takes the snap. Try to float this one to Bueno again. He grabs it. Another touchdown for TREY Bueno in this first half. Just really attacking him down that left sideline, and TREY Bueno with a 3-touchdown reception first half. Celeste Chen, 20 of 24, 300 yards through the air in this first half. Youngkey's kick is up and it is good. It is a 31-14 first half score now. UAB was up 14-3. And Tulane is just rolling all of a sudden on offense. Just that quickly. 3 receiving touchdowns for Bueno, 1 for Campanero. It is a 4-touchdown interception for Celeste Chen, who is now at 30 scores on the season. Trying to run around, finally drops it off underneath, and ooh, and it's still going. Finally knocked out of bounds by Smith. Really nice play there. Shook out Kilgo, broke a tackle. First and 10. Going to set up a screen, and they get it off with great blocking out in the front. He ducks out of bounds. That's Sally on that play. Francis cool and calm. Can he make a play? Now they are the ones reeling right now. Finds his man underneath. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. UAB has 2 timeouts left. He's going to be a throw. Or dump that off underneath. Kilgo and Kumar do finally bring him down. UAB uses their 2nd timeout. About 30 seconds left here. 27 left in this first half. Kilgo has got to play better than what he has so far today. They go empty. Drop back, found his man underneath. Kilgo with at least does tackle him down pretty simply there in the open field. Empty set again. I think they really only have that one empty. Find his man underneath, and he gets into the end zone. So an outstanding answer there for UAB. Hooks gets his 2nd touchdown of this first half. And with 12 seconds left, UAB very, very likely to get the ball to start the second half. Just down 10 points. That's huge. That was a great answer for the Blazers there. And Tulane find any magic late in this quarter. That's going to be the key. You find anything.
Ready, set.
Three wide receivers. Chen takes this snap, or sends Browning in motion, going to dump it off to him. Well, they were going to try to throw a deep pass. Instead, Browning just was able to get out of bounds at the 49. So Tulane's going to get another play here to try to create something. That counts as one of Browning's longest runs here of the past, I don't know, 7 or 8 weeks. 1st and 10. They go empty. Bueno standing by himself. And takes the snap. Just going to heave it down the field. Trey Bueno down there somewhere, in a 4th touchdown in this 2nd quarter. They just will not. They will not adjust. Trey Bueno with 4 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter as Tulane is able to strike. He's got 240 yards receiving in 1 half with 4 scores. This man's a Heisman winner. He is a Heisman candidate as Tulane back up 17. Just giving Celeste Chin way too much time. Hell, Chin's at almost 400 yards passing, roughly. In 1 half of football, 240 of them alone just going to Trey Bueno. Wrap him up there at the 16. UAB now thought that they had some momentum going back their way. All Tulane coming out of the locker room. Some play action. Dump it off underneath. Just way too much time. Kumar could not hang with him that long there on that drag route. They're moving. It's a deep shot, and that's going to be a touchdown. Yes, UAB strikes, hooks down the field, getting the job done. Man, golly. Shanks, excuse me. The 8 and the 0 are confusing me. What a play. Maxwell Jordan, bless his heart, tried to just pick that ball off. That Shanks just jumps up in front of him and grabs it and takes it in, walks it in. Very, very quick score there for UAB. This has been an offensive flurry here in this game. Everly brought down at the 19. So what can Tulane do to kind of take full control of this game? It's going to be a handoff to Iverson. Does not get the help there he needs from his fullback. 2nd and 9. We'll send Myrtle there across the left side. It's going to be a run now. Browning just doesn't get much. 2 yards on his 2 carries. Sets up a 3rd and 8. And takes the snap. He is going to get sacked, and now all of a sudden, just that quickly, UAB, Tylen McNichols gets back there to the quarterback. UAB is now the one with momentum all over again here. Tackling down. Taking over right at midfield. So, UAB get another stop again. Gonna hand it off. He'll go able to bring him down there. 8:05 though. Mano a mano. This is the guy in motion. It is a jet pass to him to do just enough to hold him up. He'll goes on the tackle, but it is a 1st down. In motion again, it's another jet pass. This time they do a better job, and he still finds a way to get 6 yards. Tulane cannot have the 2nd quarter that they did and end up losing this game. You cannot do it. It's going to be a handoff sally to the outside. And Lewis Baptiste are out there, or Williams, excuse me, able to make a play. 3rd and 3. Popping back, he's going to get sacked again. Cade Olson, defensive line, not been great today, but making just enough plays. That is 2 sacks there for Cade Olson. Tulane able to get away with not scoring there on that last possession. They'll take over at their own 26. Three wide receivers. Ken takes the snap, going to hand it off to Browning. Browning this time got good room, gets a first down. Just a straight handoff to Finnerty here, just a gain of 3. Does not get much. Eberle now comes out as they go back into the pistol. 2 wide receivers. Ken takes it, hands off, gets no blocking up front, actually loses a yard, and it's now a 3rd and 8. Got it. Try to get this to Browning underneath, knocked away from him. Now we're all of a sudden having a punt-a-thon here. Haver boots it away. Hanging over at the 27 now is UAB. It'll be a run. Cade Olson knocks it down. Gain of 2. Olson making some plays here. Wide receiver sent in motion. It's going to be a quick jet pass to him. Maxwell Jordan comes flying in towards the inside. Creates a huge play there. Huge hold. Ended up not being a huge play. Let's see. Going to be a run, and Kilgo's able to get back there and make the initial play, and Fuller cleans it up, but Kilgo gets to Sally unblocked. Sally breaks that tackle, but Fuller finishes it off. Tulane up 10. Now these teams just punting back and forth. Bueno doesn't get a whole lot going there. 1st and 10. Well, back in this pistol look. Tulane is trying to run the football. Gets good blocking that time. It's going to be a hold. Bring it back. I can pretty much tell you exactly when Tulane's going to have a hold. And it's every time they're actually successful running the football. On the double. 1st and 16. Ken takes the snap. Going to try to float that to Campanero, who cannot bring it down. 2nd and 16. Lead though. The holds just eat up an offense. Ken takes the snap. Going to try to throw that to Preen, who catches it through contact. What a grab there for Kai Preen, his 3rd of the day, and it is a big one. Through contact, man. Got knocked on his butt there. Chin takes it, hands it off to Browning, eaten up in the backfield. Loss of 4. Travante Hakeem. If you take away the double pass attempt that he ended up gaining like 30 yards on, this run game has been non-existent. This time they do get the screen off a little bit more successful than usual here. Gets a gain of 6, so it's up to 3rd and 8. Who's going to make the big play? Jen takes the snap. He's going to try to roll out. Just cannot roll out, but Muhammad's able to make the grab and breaks the tackle and gets the first down. That's somebody making a play. That is Muhammad just making a play. First and 10. Chin takes the snap. We get this over to Bueno. He's got the speed. Bueno to the outside. Gets in his 5th receiving touchdown of the afternoon. You cannot put the cornerback on an island with Trey Bueno. Just a curl so Leslie Chin hits him on the outside hip. Bueno can catch it, turn up the field, and use just his incredible athleticism to just outrun defenders. Bueno's just too fast, man. Too fast, too explosive. 9 catches, 275 yards, and 5 touchdowns. An all-time performance here. 45-28. UAB has to answer. Getting close to the 4th quarter. And granted, as fast as these offenses have scored, you know, the lead is certainly not safe. Getting up 3 scores heading into the 4th quarter would be huge for Tulane. 4 wide. It is a pass, trying to run a wide receiver screen. Ivory does a nice job there, but they are just running through tackles today. Tulane has not tackled running backs particularly well all season. The wide receivers are even making big plays on them today. There's going to be a run there to the left side. Knocked down by Olsen. It is a gain of 1. What can you do? Can you find a play? Find a play here. Running back sent in motion. Or try to go underneath Kumar. Cannot get underneath him enough, though. Ends up being a first down. Receiver sent in motion. It's a jet pass to him. They're just not adjusting to that. Golly, they are just running through every tackle. Every tackle is being ran through. Holy cow. Kumar and Kilgo getting knocked on their tails by wide receivers, and UAB Blazers playmakers are just making plays. 2nd and 5. And it is a large carry there. It's a first down. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Tulane up 17, but the offensive they have been fast and furious. Can Tulane get another stop or 2? Or can they just go score for score with UAB in this 4th quarter and get the job done and win this titanic matchup here in the American Conference? 1st and 10. Empty look. He gets hit, gets caught by his wide receiver, and Kilgo hits him down right at the line of scrimmage. Thankfully, he didn't tear an ACL on that hit. Got Shanks in the backfield with him operating as a running back here. And it's going to be a carry to Shanks, and Kilgo tackles him in the open field. Nice back-to-back plays there for Kilgo. 3rd and 8. Just a wide open void up the middle on a 3rd and 8, just wide open. First down. First and 10. We can make a play. It'll be a run. Shanks this time able to get through. Gets great blocking there. Kilgo runs through the wrong hole. Shanks finds a spot up the middle. It's going to be a run. They will stretch him out. Ivory on the tackle. 3rd and 2. It's going to be a throw, and it's picked off. He throws it over his tight end's head, and Maxwell Jordan gets the crucial interception there on what could be one of the most important plays of the game. Francis has been so good today. been so accurate, has made good decisions. Just a horrible throw here. Just a horrible throw. I mean, this guy's open. That's certainly a touchdown potential open throw. Throws it right to Maxwell Jordan in Tulane. Back out on offense. It's going to be a run for Browning. Just a gain of 2. Not been successful running the football. 2nd and 8 here. Trying to run this clock down. Chin takes the snap. He is just, Browning just buried in the backfield yet again. Really, really frustrating trying to operate this offense like this. Chin's going to take a snap. Going to dump this off to Browning. Can Browning do anything? Get up the field? Nope. It's a gain of 7. Punt it away again. To a point, you almost might as well just throw it every play if you're Tulane. They cannot run it. 53 yards on the ground. A majority of that coming on a double pass that nobody was just on Browning. Throws that over to the right side, knocked away by Lewis. Nice play there. Empty. Nowhere for him to go. That's a fumble, and it's going to be picked off by Cantu. Tulane with possession. Still up 17. The defense makes a huge play yet again. Cade Olson. The snap for snap has maybe not been great, but his highs have been excellent today. 3 snaps, a fumble forced. Able to get to Francis. 10 takes it. It's going to be a handoff to Browning, and this time he's got run with no flag. Nice run there, right to the 20 as Tulane is in the red zone. 71 yards for 11 carries for Browning. Well, they finally getting going. It's a run to Browning. Not a whole lot there, just a gain of 2. Finnerty now is going to get the carry. There you go, Finnerty, one of the best runs he's had all season. Takes that inside the 5 in Tulane. Looking to put this one away here. Just under 6 minutes left, up 17. It's a carry to Browning, going to try to cut it up. Gets it down to the 2. Browning is almost got a broken leg. So why don't we, just while I'm thinking about it so I don't make a mistake. Place Browning with Eberle there. And there, his day is done. One of their goal line formations here. Chin takes a snap, hands it off to Eberle, who bulldozes his way in. And Tulane adds on here. Now up 4. I guess technically 3 scores, but it's 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. UAB in danger here. Major danger. Falling to 8-2. Tulane maybe looking at their most significant win of the season. Texas Tech on the road is going to be up there for sure. This was a big-time win. Falling down 14-3 early. Looked like there was no chance that the defense was ever going to stop UAB, but they settled in, made just enough plays. Now you just don't let them beat you over the top. Make them get it 5, 6, 7 yards at a time here. Underneath. Don't want to quite give up that much. Got some banged up players here for Tulane on this defense. Empty. Francis takes the snap. Throws it just the same play underneath again. They make Kilgo. We credit them. They're making Kilgo pick and choose between either going after Jowers or going after the wide receiver underneath. And Jowers is just eating them alive there. Oh, that one. Ooh. Walton Smith knocks it away, almost caught underneath when the two guys run into each other. 52-28. Just trying to get out of here. They're trying to finish this game. All they're trying to do, and it's another sack for Cade Olson, his 4th of the day. The game of his career comes in a top 25 matchup here. Under 3 minutes left. Gonna throw that to the left. It's caught out of bounds. It's gonna be a 4th and 11 for the game. Nobody coming across, and Kumar cannot pick it off. Able to find Shanks one last monster play. These quarterbacks have combined for over 850 yards through the air. Oh, Kumar thought he was going to be able to get underneath that one to make a heck of an interception, but was unable to do so. Empty set. It's the same play underneath again to Jowers. He's inside the 5. They have run that same play 8 or 9 times, and it works every single time. UAB takes a timeout. Underneath, little slant. Shanks scores again, his 2nd touchdown of the day. Of course, being overshadowed by what TREY BUENO has done, but a great game nonetheless. Underneath, knocked away. Now still leaves it a 3-possession game here. UAB gets their big play, gets the score they needed. Took up still way more time, obviously, than you want to, but they kicked the onside kick. Muhammad brings it in, dives down, and Tulane going to come away with a victory here. Theoretically, we could kneel it out. I just think they're going to end up. On the ready. Let's see. Nope. Not going to let me just completely run it out. I hate trying to do that quick math without pausing too much in the recording. Everly in the backfield. He's going to take it, hand it off to Eberly. Doesn't get much there. It'll be a 3rd and 8. They would have to call a timeout here. Ken takes it, hands it off to Eberly, who gets that up. That is going to be the game, as Tulane going to come away with a 52-34 victory here over UAB. UAB got off to that hot start, 14-3. Go right down the field their first 2 drives, but they stall out for most of the 2nd quarter, a good portion of the 3rd quarter, and it's enough for Tulane with TREY BUENO at wide receiver to get the job done. A 35-point 2nd quarter for Tulane, with 4 of those 5 touchdowns going to Bueno, and he ends up with a 5th in the 2nd half. 9 catches, 275 yards for the outstanding wide receiver. The best player in college football. We'll take a look and see where he is in the Heisman watch, but he's the best player in college football. Sheehan, 26-32, 439, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. Should have thrown 1 on the ball. He got hit, but did not. Browning, 13-75, had a couple of nice runs, one being on a double pass, and we ended up not throwing it. One last really solid carry on a stretch play. Venerty looked good. Eberly finds the end zone. TREY BUENO, of course, is the star of the show. Campanero's only catch does go for a touchdown, but this was essentially TREY BUENO and guys just making plays occasionally. Offensive line I thought was good pass blocking, inconsistent, of course, in the run game. Kilgo ends up with 15 tackles. Ivory ends up with 15 tackles. Was not really that impressive of a day, though, defensively. Jordan with 12. Didn't feel like he had that great of a day, but did have a big interception. Lewis and Olsen are your top guys there. Tackles for loss, you had 3 from Olsen, 2 for Kilgo, 1 from Fuller, Batiste, Lucien, and Williams. Huge play from Lucien. His sack there on the third drive for UAB was kind of the play that started to swing things back in our favor. Olsen with 4 sacks had the interception there from Jordan. As we take a look at UAB, Francis was outstanding. 34-39, 440 yards, 5 touchdowns. But he did throw a pick. He made the one mistake, and he paid for it. We did not. Ends up being a huge play. Gowers was great. Sally was great. Gowers also had a field day through the air. Hooks 2 touchdowns. Shanks 2 touchdowns. Anderson found the end zone there as well. Thought their offensive line was phenomenal. Was very worried about it. Turns out to be right. Tyler McNichols, great game for them. 10 tackles, had a sack. Kirkland, nice day. Merriweather, nice day. Those are their guys that had the tackle for loss, and their only sack goes to McNichols. Of course, no turnovers. Able to get the job done. It can't be anybody other than TREY BUENO. That is our thumbnail, for sure. Is this the jump ball one? No. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can maybe. If there's something I can maybe do with the jump ball. Let's see. There's the jump ball one right here. Let's take. I think maybe you can do a little something with that. Let's see. I think I like the other angle better. Do something like that right there. What a performance. What a game for TREY BUENO. Just what a performance. And we will advance the week here. Get it on to week 12. Man, great game. No new commits there. Championship contender goes down when we win a game. Explain it to me. Kate Olsen, your defensive player of the week in the conference. Your national defensive player of the week. I think it's the 3rd week in a row he's done both of those things. TREY BUENO, of course, the conference player of the week offensively. Absolutely is the national offensive player of the week. Let's take a look as we are up to number 8 going. That's a tough game there in Tulsa. Let's take a look at this Heisman watch. TREY BUENO up to number 2. So, can he keep pushing that, though? That's going to be the big thing. Can you keep making plays? He has been outstanding. Take a look at the scores around the top 25. You had Coastal Carolina there over Georgia Southern, Pitt over SMU, TCU over Baylor, Texas Tech over Iowa State, Clemson over Duke, Penn State over Washington, Arkansas upsetting Kentucky, Boise State over Colorado State, Cincinnati over Kansas State, Miami over Florida State, Colorado over UCF, Troy over Stanford, LSU over Mississippi State, Alabama loses to Florida in a big-time matchup there in the SEC. Washington State over UMass. Michigan State upsets Michigan. What was a 1-win Michigan State team gets a massive win there in a rivalry game. UAB hangs into the top 25. They're still in there. But, of course, our win there. Had Oregon over Iowa. Ohio State not playing great this year. Tennessee over South Carolina. Indiana upsets USC. And Arizona over Kansas. We'll now take a look at the stats. Of course, a career day for Celeste Chin has him at 32 passing touchdowns against 9 interceptions, while he also has 1 rushing touchdown on the season. Browning still having a pretty solid year. Finnerty, Eberly, Bueno, of course, is just dominating all of college football. Browning's been really good out of the backfield. Preen had a pretty quiet game there. Had 1 really huge reception, though, over the middle. It's a nice job from him. Leading tackle guys, Ivory, Kilgo, Jordan, Kumar, and Jolly. If you want to pause and see anybody in particular, you can. Tackles for loss, leading the way, Olsen, Cantu, Williams, each in double digits. Kilgo 1 tackle away from that, and Fuller is 2 away from that. Olsen now with 16 sacks. Ashley Williams was 7.5. Cantu, Fuller, Lucien, and Jolly interceptions. Everybody's the same except for Maxwell. Jordan finally gets his first one of the year. And that'll be it. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Check out my Georgia Dynasty on the channel, along with my Atlanta Hawks franchise. It's also there as well. And until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.